Hi, everyone. Welcome back. Today, we're going to move through a yen practice focused on the upper half of our lower body. So, we're going to work 360 degrees through the quads, band, inner thighs. You're probably going to want a block and a bolster or a couple pillows to support your body today through our poses. So, take a moment, grab those, and we will get started. So, we're going to start seated. And just take a moment, shut the eyes down. You can be cross-legged or on your knees. I always recommend sitting on a block or a bolster. And just take a couple deep breaths here. Let the body start to find a little bit more ease. Maybe you shut the eyes down. And then today, I offer up to you a short little mantra to help you ground down, stay focused in your practice. So that mantra today is grant me freedom from obstacles, from expectations, from being stuck. Grant me freedom from obstacles, from expectations, from being stuck. So as we move through our practice today, are there places where you can dig in and get a little unsticky? Find that space you need to create freedom in the body and to let go of any expectations around that. Come into this practice with an open mind, with an open heart. And you can come back to this mantra whenever you need it. Let it be your intention today. We're going to start to take some gentle movements here. So wherever your hands are, go ahead and bring them to the top of your legs. And you can do this cross-legged or on your knees. And we're just going to start to rub the tops of the legs a little bit. And you can do this with your palms if you want to use your fingertips, or maybe lightly brush the skin with your nail. That might feel good. So just bringing awareness into the legs. You might move towards the outer thighs here, maybe a little bit over the hips and your outer glutes. Starting to bring sensation into the lower body, making that mind-body connection. And then go ahead and find some stillness again here. Let's pause, take a deep breath in, filling up slowly for 4, 3, 2, 1, and a slow breath out for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Blow out for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. If your eyes are shut, go ahead and blink those open. We're going to start to move into our first held posture, caterpillar pose. So caterpillar pose is straight leg forward fold. So you're just going to extend your legs out in front of you, okay? And at any time when we're in any of these poses, especially focusing on the hamstrings, if you need to take a gentle bend in the knee, that is available to you. Okay, so your options here, we're going to lean forward and you might just ragdoll forward. No props needed for this variation. Just rounding the spine, letting the head hang really heavy here. If you feel like you need a little more support than that today, you can grab a block or bolster, stack as many of those as you need out in front of you. to support the head and chest as you forward fold. Okay, so this might just look like a block or a pillow stacked on top of the legs. And then as you fold, the head can come down and make a connection with whatever prop you're using. Okay, so wherever you've decided to land, start to relax and ease into this space. Creating some stillness in the body, some softening. Noticing where in the body you feel this stretch. Okay, so while we are focusing on the legs today, there might be a few other areas that sneak in, get a little stretch here. Maybe noticing the low back. Noticing the neck, letting the head be heavy here. Letting the shoulders droop down and relax. Maybe the arms dangle by the side. Creating this sense of lightness or weightlessness in the upper body. As we come into moments of quiet or stillness, acknowledging thoughts that come and go. Again, our mantra is partially to release expectation, not just in the body or not just what you think that the body will get out of this practice. Letting go of any expectations around our meditation or any of the thoughts that run through the head when we quiet down a little bit. Things are going to pop up. You choose what you want to keep or attach yourself to. Then you choose what to let go in this moment. We're going to take one more breath here. And then start to lift yourself up. I want you to round the spine as you come up, letting the head be the last thing to lift, restacking over the shoulders. And then bring the palms behind you. Lift the chest, draw the shoulder blades together so you arch the spine, and maybe drop the head down behind you. All right, come back through neutral here. Okay, our next pose is going to be swan. So for this shape, we're going to swing our right shin forward, lift up onto the hips, and swing the left leg straight behind you. So you might also know this as pigeon in our vinyasa classes. Okay. Take a look behind you. Make sure that left leg is straight, lined up with the hip. Options to support the body today, maybe a pillow or block underneath the right hip if you feel like the hip is far from the ground. And then my favorite is bringing a bolster out in front of me, letting my chest come down to the bolster and relaxing. Okay, so I'm not quite going as deeply as maybe I would in a flow class. I'm meeting myself at about 60% of my range of motion here. Since we are holding our shapes for an extended period of time, we want to find that almost midway point. So right where you're meeting your edge, but maybe not quite. So that you have space to open up slowly over the course of this hold. So that we're not forcing anything. We're letting the body be easy here. And then soften in and be still for a moment. Be quiet. And just notice. All right, slowly lift the chest. Remove any props from underneath your hip. We're going to swing both legs around for a moment. Extend them out in front of you. Give it a little shake. And then we'll move to our swan pose on the other side. So swing the left shin forward. Lift up onto the hips. Extend your right leg behind you. Right. Settle in here. Maybe take a few gentle movements through the hips. Look behind you. Make sure the right leg is extended back in line with the right hip. And then slowly folding into this as little or as much as you would like. Again, the props are available to support your chest or your head here. And as we move in these poses, left to right, just acknowledging and being aware of maybe the variances side to side. Are there different kinds of obstacles in the way from left to right? Can you approach those variances with little judgment or no judgment? Acknowledging that that doesn't have to be the same side to side. We want to find some semblance of balance. But the truth is, the body is not, what's the word I'm looking for? The body is not the same left to right. There's going to be little variances. And this practice is so cool because we get to slow down and explore all those little nuances in the body. The more we can learn and understand our bodies, the more we can work to nourish them. to help them heal, to help prevent them from injury or sickness. Just by slowing down a few minutes a day and really tuning in and listening. Take a couple more breaths here on the side. When you feel ready, go ahead and press yourself back up. If you have a bolster out in front of you, go and slide that off to the side for a moment. And right away, we're going to open up the legs into a dragonfly. So wide leg straddle here. Okay. Take a moment, shake out the legs from your swan pose. Okay. Moving a little bit more into the inner thighs now. So this is going to look really similar to our caterpillar. We're going to forward fold into this. And your options are pretty much the same. So you might just ragdoll forward here. Okay, if that's enough, just hang out there. Maybe you stay upright too. Always an option. I'm going to bring a couple props out in front of me today. So a block. And then I'm going to stack my bolster on top of the block. Actually, I might bring my block a little bit higher because I'm feeling pretty tight. Okay, so I have a nice little shelf here. And then I'm going to tilt the pelvis a little bit forward for this variation and fold forward over my bolster, allowing the bolster to support my chest and my head, and letting the legs relax into any shape that they just naturally landed in. Again, you're welcome to take a bend in the knees if you need to here. No need to push all the way to your max. Find that middle ground between effort and ease. And you always have the option to find a little bit more space. So while our goal is to be still, part of the practice is also adjusting in that stillness. So whether you feel like you've come too far and need to pull back, find a different variation, or maybe you found a little bit less stickiness. Okay, so I'm going to turn my block down one notch and find a couple more inches of space here, just for about 5 more breaths. Not necessarily pushing too far, but just exploring that space that I've created. When you become unstuck, when you get rid of something, that leaves room for growth, expansion. One thing ends, one thing begins. Challenge yourself to explore those new open spaces. Let's take one more breath here. Okay, nice and slowly. On your next breath in, go ahead and lift the chest. Okay, from here, we're going to bend the knees, plant the feet on the mat. My props aside. And gently windshield wiper the legs left to right, shake out that shape. Okay, and then we have one more pose here. We're going to end with the quads, okay, which I personally find the most challenging. A lot of people do. So again, be gentle with yourself here. I'm going to set up with one block at the tallest height that I can make it. And then I'm going to lay my bolster at an angle over the block. Okay. I'm going to slide my back right up to the block here. And we're going to explore half saddle pose. Okay. Half saddle. Left leg will stay long. You're going to swing your right leg around out behind you. If this feels really intense, stay right here. This is plenty, plenty. Okay. If this bothers your ankle, just want you to untuck the foot. Okay. We won't be here quite as long. We'll do one side at a time. So right leg tucked underneath you. And then you find a recline onto your bolster. And just let the shoulders drape over the bolster. Arms can relax down by the side. Sensations forming in the top of the right leg. Bring your awareness to the right ankle, any stretching you're feeling there. And right when this pose starts to become a little challenging, we stay a little bit longer. Final breath. Right. Gently plant the hands, lift yourself up. Roll a little bit onto the left hip so you can swing your right leg out in front of you. Give the foot, ankle a little roll around here. Shake it out. Okay. Left side. Right leg stays long. Swing your left leg behind you. Again, if this bothers your ankle, just untuck the foot so it can extend out to the side. Shimmy back up next to your bolster. Mine's kind of a little off. Okay. Make sure you're real stable back there. And then go ahead and lay back down. And bringing awareness to the top of the left leg. Notice the quad, the tissues in the quad. Finding a little bit of length here. Noticing the extension in the ankle. Whatever whatever that feels like for you. And then again, just when this feels really intense, we take just a few more breaths, focusing on the breath and letting it guide you into a little bit more softness. Notice if you tensed up anywhere, can you relax into that space? We'll take 3 more breaths here. Next time you breathe in, go ahead and lift yourself back up. Swing that left leg out in front of you. Roll the ankle, foot around, shake out the leg. Okay. And then we're going to come straight onto our back and then Shavasana. I invite you today to slide a pillow or bolster under your knees as you come down. Take your time getting there, no rush. As you arrive, just let the legs fall open over your bolster. Arms fall down by the side. And come back to stillness one final time. Coming back to our mantra for today. Grant me freedom from obstacles, from expectation, from being stuck. And reflecting on your practice. What obstacles did you overcome today? What expectations did you let go of? And where did you become unstuck? Body, heart, or mind? Find gratitude in exploring all those things today. I invite you to stay in Shavasana as long as you need, taking a couple more moments in stillness and silence. Thank you for sharing practice with me today. Namaste.